January.
We're finally into 2018, and
you had to think about it, didn't you?
yeah, slowly it's kicking in. Once again, we've had lots of cream cake.
Sugar was good.
Yeah, we're continuing the Christmas bad eating because it's just fun all year round. We recommend you can do it if you can.
Just don't send us the NHS bill or whatever it is, you know.
Thank fuck we ain't in America, that's for sure.
Innit?
Yeah. Anyway, bought quite a few bits this month. This will start off with one of my digital downloads. I digitally downloaded a game on the PlayStation 4, which is Cross-Buy.
And why did you do that?
Because it's good and because someone was nagging at me.
No, I didn't nag you. I just said, here's my Vita, try Gorel on the Vita.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh.
Yeah, it's alright, you know, Leo. Yeah. No, it's freaking brilliant. So yeah, I pretty much went home and paid the massive sum of it,
£5?
Yeah, £5. And should have bought Windjammers, but by the time I decided to buy that, I just missed out on it. But yeah, Garrow, I played that a lot on the Dreamcast back in the day, and also Xbox Live with all the kids.
Fantastic game.
And what's the woman's name? Is it Bridget?
No.
No, what's the woman's name?
That's Guilty Gear.
That's Guilty Gear, yeah.
B. Janet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, B. Janet, yeah, she's a pain in the arse. Yeah, and Kim Kwapan's sons/disciples.
Dong Fran and Johnny J. Hoon.
Yeah.
We're going to get back onto that one again like we did last one.
Yeah.
But you got the one that I really don't like is Hotaru, the kid protege of Mai.
Oh,
Andy.
right, yeah, yeah.
No, it's not a case of I don't like the character. He's fucking hard! Every time I get stuck when I'm playing it on the harder settings, it's always against him.
Yeah.
Always against him. Never against two bosses. It's always against him.
Nah.
So,
like the big eagle guy, the big like bird-headed guy.
Tizok. I love every character in that game. I think every character in that game is good.
Finish number 2 and get it released, you know.
I wish.
Yeah, yeah. So I bought a bundle of snazzy stuff online. Got another converter. Yeah, you might have one, you can have two. Got a pretty decent deal this lot. I paid 80 quid for this. And yeah, I got one import game a month a lot. That is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in time.
Which is very, very good.
Time. Which is the best way to buy it, because if you buy a PAL version of it, you can just forget it because it's just way too expensive. But the NTC version is quite cheap. And I've been wanting to play it lately because I've got, is it Hyperstone Heist, which is a similar version to this.
Yeah, very similar.
In my head,
It's almost the same game.
Yeah, I've been saying to Tony, which one is the best? I can't remember which one is the best. And it was offer on a group. And
I still think that's better than the Mega Drive one because it's got the better sound. It doesn't really play any better, but it looks slightly nicer. It has better sound.
Yeah.
It has.
It's not completely superior like Tournament Fighters.
No, it's not like Tournament Fighters where you just throw the Mega Drive version away and buy the SNES one, and that's it. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. And amongst the parcel, yeah, I got Super Metroid. This is my next Metroid game to play. I played through Zero Mission and I freaking loved every minute of it. I've actually bought this on the Wii U store, but this was so cheap. I think, I say, if you work it out, 80 quid, what was it, 2015, that and the converter, £10 each. But yeah, did you ever play through Super Metroid?
Yeah, I got stuck eventually because it is. I knew where I needed to go, but what I couldn't remember is where that bit was. I knew exactly which. If I could find it, I knew where it was, but I was searching for ages and I couldn't find it.
I got that way in Zero Mission, but I fluked it.
Zero Mission's a lot more friendly.
Yeah.
It's got the way the maps work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a lot more user friendly than Super Metroid is. Cause it's a lot more modern.
Yeah.
It's a lot more recent. Super Metroid is very bare bones in knowing where the hell you're supposed to go, and the maps and how it works.
Because they put the maps in magazines and all that back in the day. Because I remember Rich had a great big pull out, and it was like,
I think it actually come with the map. I think it come with it could come with
a huge
book,
big box. Yeah, there's a big box version. There's a normal version.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look forward to that. I sold my like tinny edition, so I bought Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting Mega Edition, which is just Turbo, of course. On the SNES, earlier in the year I had the steel tin.
No, it is hyper fighting as well.
It's turbo,
It's hyper fighting.
Yeah, there's turbo.
It's hyper fighting.
It's the same thing, I know.
Yeah.
But I had.
You said it's not.
Did I?
Yes.
Yes. Shut up. Go and gurn in the corner. But yeah, sold my version because I had the metal tin one and just replaced this part of the bundle. Needed it. And it's Street Fighter. I love Street Fighter. Battletoads and Battle Maniacs. Got a Mega Drive version, which is freaking hard. Is this freaking hard?
Yes.
Yay!
If it says Battletoads, it's freaking hard.
So I bought the.
It's still not as
Battletoads Double
hard as
Dragon
NES.
last year.
It's still not as hard as NES.
Oh my god!
But nothing
I
is.
played that version on the rare replay. 2 minutes.
You didn't even get to the Turbo Tunnel.
No.
You get to the Turbo Tunnel,
2 minutes.
that will make you just...
I just never wanted to play it ever again. And what I personally consider myself the star by is Parodius. I love Parodius. I love it.
It's got a little bit of slowdown and stuff on there, but it's nowhere near as bad as like Gradius 3.
Yeah.
Gradius 3 has really bad slowdown, and it ran a lot better than Gradius 3. So
there's a funny story when it comes round to Parodius. Is I never actually knew what Parodius was. Duncan used to live local to us many years ago, and I popped round Duncan's and he'd be bouncing, "Oh, Parodius is out! Parodius is out!" And I'd be like, "Oh, awesome! What is it?" And of course, when he kept going over to Electronics Boutique via the train every week like we used to, eventually, like a month later, after a week of delays, he come back. You put it on, and I'm like, wow, that's like Nemesis, isn't it? And yeah,
that's why the Vic Viper's in it.
Yeah. Then I waited 4 days and bought it off Duncan quite cheap. We know that one, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah, and I freaking loved it. Even Fantastic Journey I thought was really good. But this is just solely Parodius, isn't it? Is Fantastic Journey on here as well, or
No.
do you remember? No. Not tested any of them. Good. Yeah, it's very, very good. So, been talking to Reggie again over in the States, and he wanted to send me a parcel. So I let him send me a parcel, and these are the 3 that, not really interested, but I'll play someday. Wu-Tang and 2 others. But the highlight of this parcel, whilst his highlight is also quite a joke, really. That is Marvel Superheroes vs Street Fighter on the PlayStation. It's an alright one-on-one beat 'em up, if you don't mind excruciatingly long loading times.
And lots of frames being missing.
Yeah, but it's actually alright. It's not as bad as X-Men vs Street Fighter. X-Men vs Street Fighter is pretty much almost at the stage of unplayable.
No.
Yeah, and on this one, basically your second player, instead of switching between the 2 players, he just comes in, does his whoa, and jumps off. But yeah, thanks Reggie. Yes, a really good deal on the line. Bundle of games, sold some of the other ones, and I kept one. I have no idea what this game is, but it's called Evil Twin.
You've looked at that loads of times. It's on
yeah.
PS2 as well. But
Yeah, but this version is worth like double what I paid for the entire bundle. I'll probably never play it. I'll probably sell it soon. Do you have any idea what it is?
It's like an adventure game, isn't it? A third-person adventure game.
Look at the footage. This will tell you what it is.
Yeah, see if I can find some.
Yeah, there might be some there somewhere. And we went over to Alex's in Canterbury, Video Game Hunting episode 21. And
God, he remembers the episodes.
Yeah.
That's scary. I don't remember the episodes. I vaguely remember that we actually went, let alone what bloody number it is.
Papers. But do you remember the food?
Yes.
That was awesome.
Yes.
So Jason,
Broccoli applesauce.
we picked up some bits. Now, first of all, I'll get the crap out of the way, this lot. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to talk about this stuff, but Bomberman Zero, I bought that for a laugh, you know. But anyway, some of the cool things I bought from Alex is, well, we'll start off with the first uncool thing, but I just had to have it because it's part of one of my favourite franchises. But it's a god-awful game, and I'll say it before Tony tells me 30,000 times.
Like most of the games in that franchise, it's got awful, to be honest.
Mortal Kombat Special Forces.
Not entirely great though.
Yeah, they're very true. And Injustice, which of course was like spawned off of the engine.
Engine?
Engine, yeah. The beat
You said engine.
Engine.
You said engine.
What's an engine?
I don't know what engine is.
Is it an ending with a G?
It sounds like a place in China. Engine.
Engine. Good Mortal Kombat character.
It could indeed.
This looks like a sort of Final Fight style game. I don't
Yes,
bloody
it
know.
is. It's bad.
Descend into the underworld. And it says £20. Alex has had it in his shop for a long time ago, and that price was over doubled a while back.
Yeah.
And I got it even cheaper than this. It was just one of the bad buys. But it's a franchise I like. So I picked it up. And I've started doing something quite sensible recently. And that is, I have decided to go through my Sega Saturn, my Sega Dreamcast list of games. And
Your complete Sega Saturn collection.
yeah, and just clear out the shit that I don't actually intend on playing. Now, I've always been quite chuffed to have a complete Sega Saturn collection, but oh my god, there was so much crap there. Shelf space also needed.
Yes.
And I think I've picked out about 40% of it, which has gone on for sale. Most of it's already gone. And the Dreamcast is probably getting out 40% of most, so that's already gone. I just need the space, and it's just stuff that, over the years, I'm known for buying really bad crap that I don't know what it is. And I'm going to try my best not to do it this time. Try, but it's the franchise I like. And
expect to hear this about this game in about another 2 years.
Yeah, he's used to that.
Yes.
Where's Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero mythologies?
Yes. That too.
Yeah. So I have cleared out a good, a really good portion of it. And then the subject that I also hear a lot from Tony and Adrian, which makes any Saturn and Dreamcast game collector paranoid, disc rot. If you're not paranoid, read up about it and check your discs. But I was also in the Canterbury's, went into CEX, look at that, CEX, and I picked up R-Racing.
Just for?
Yeah, just for the Pac-Man versus, which is absolutely fantastic. I've been looking for this game for fucking ages.
And it's surprising to see it complete.
Yeah, it's never ever had the disc. It's never ever had the Pac-Man disc. I decided to buy R-Racing on the Xbox, and we'll talk about weeding out my games. I also weeded out my 360 and the original Xbox games. I got rid of at least 30 to 40 games on each machine just to make space. This, of course, could have gone to get the GameCube version. But it was just for the Pac-Man versus disc, and it's supposed to be great fun. That I think we should do a first play. There's not much known about that. So watch footage now and look forward to a first play. The other game I got, which I thought I had, but Tony made it clear that I didn't, and it was a really good price of £20, is Wonder Boy in Monster World.
You got the Mega Drive version,
Yeah,
but you don't have the Master System one.
I actually bought the Mega Drive version from dude in Cherrington.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What was his name?
No, that was Wonder Boy 3.
No, it was this as well. Wonder Boy Monsterland on the Mega Drive I got from him.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't was I there.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because it was the same day that I bought.
That was Wonder Boy 3.
Oh, well, actually, no, it wasn't. It was when I was trading in Anthony's CDI, so he wasn't there.
Yeah.
There we go. So he wasn't there.
Yeah.
But
I was there when you got Wonder Boy 3.
Yeah, because I actually played it before I actually bought it on the Mega Drive.
Not the Master System one, but the Mega Drive one, Wonder Boy 3, which is a totally different game.
Do you know, it's like, I think it's episode 2 of our shop visits, all the way back
Richard, wasn't it?
For so many years. Yeah, it was Richard. Yeah. But what was the name of the shop? Incognito Magnifico Gaming. It's not the name.
No, it's gone.
It's so
it's
good.
gone. So,
the thing is,
Bygone Games.
Bygone Games. I was about to say, I can see the banner.
Bygone Gamer.
Bygone Gamer, yeah. And he could talk. Yeah, he could talk loads.
He was awesome, though.
Yeah, he was really cool. And the thing about his stuff was, wow, it was always so clean, so nice, and so tight, and really good price. It's just a shame that his landlords decided to fuck him over and triple his rent.
Yeah, and then the shop sat for years and years and years.
Yeah, so. I think it's been one thing, and now it is empty again, which is absolutely stupid. But yes, I've not played this one much. The preview play of it. Have you played this one?
Oh, I've not played the Master System one.
No.
I played the Mega Drive and the PC Engine version.
Look at the case. It's kind of like his PS4 case he's got over there. He's too chicken to unseal.
Yes. Not unsealing that. It's too good.
And so one PSP pickup. I seem to be having one PSP pickup a month lately. And this is the Capcom Classics The Reloaded. One that I assumed I had, and I don't. It's like there's many games I assumed I had and I don't. I went through my entire collection.
Your PSP thing, the biggest problem with your PSP is you had a clear out.
Yeah. I completely sold everything.
Yeah, a few years ago.
Before I decided to like the PSP too much. Yeah, I just had a massive clear out. I can't remember. I was also trying to fund something, weren't I?
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was. So I cleared out so much stuff. It's like when I said to Tony the other day, but I haven't got Darkstalkers, Tony. Why haven't I got Darkstalkers? I should have Darkstalkers. And I don't have it. So, but yeah, Capcom Classics Reload, which is definitely the superior. It's definitely much better than Remixed, because it has really cool stuff like Valgus and also Eco Fighters.
Eco Fighters is
very
the biggest problem with Eco Fighters, I've probably said before, is the fact that you've got infinite continues, and it sucks.
You just go to the end.
If only it was like R-Type and you went back to the beginning of the level every time you died, it would be perfection. It would be a fantastically amazing 10 out of 10 game. But because you just got infinite continue, you just play through it. You go, oh wow, it's so pretty, it's so pretty. You play through it, you finish it, you're done.
Yeah.
Gone. Next one.
Yeah, unfortunately, which is very true. I mean, that's what I did to the 360 versions of R-Type 1 and 2 because they added it to that, didn't they? You just continue going all the way through the games. So Gunsmoke, which remembers like the round game, we can shoot different angles. Mercs, Pirate Ship Hugurami. Never heard of it.
No.
Ghouls and Goblins, Exceed Exis. What the fuck? Yeah, that one.
Exit X's.
Yeah, but that is good because I played that. And Commando's obviously like the prequel Mercs.
Commando. I love Commando.
It's got all 3 Ghouls and Ghosts games.
There were 3 games that I used to have to play in the arcade if I went to Margate. Green Beret, Kung Fu Master, and Commando. Yeah. Those are the 3 games I had to play if ever I went over to Margate. And when I was, 8 or something.
On the big domes at the seafront.
Yes.
Yeah, awesome.
That's
the best collection. And when we was in there, I also picked up this. What did I pick up? This Mirror's Edge Collector's Figures Set Type C edition. You
like your Mirror's Edge?
I do like my Mirror's Edge. And I'll end the day with 2 beat 'em ups on the PlayStation 4.
Or fighters if you're American.
Yeah, fighters.
You get confused when you say beat 'em ups.
Which we both agree are the PlayStation 4 D-pad just ain't the best.
Actually, I've got to actually stick up for that because I said it last month and it was horrible. But I've actually got a few beat 'em ups this month, and my D-pad has now actually reverted to being quite good. So it's worn in a bit.
The glue loosened up inside.
Yes. Yes.
Mine hasn't. Mine's awful. And I kept missing so many moves. That's not just me missing moves. But anyway, games. Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. You basically get the Street Fighter V disc plus the DLC code for Seasons 1 and 2 plus the arcade upgrade. And I've got to be honest, Street Fighter V single player has got to be the most boring game I've played in any of the beat 'em up series. However, Saturday last week, me, Jason and Adrian decided to have a Winner Stays On tournament, which of course kind of just turned into me and Adrian for an hour, and it was absolutely freaking brilliant. Now, I put it on again the other day, single player, no matter how much you ramp up the difficulty, no matter how you change things, unless you're playing online or against someone, it's just really not fun. I mean, even Street Fighter 4 was a bit more entertaining. I don't know what it is with the engine. I know it's all different. It's about counting frames and all that.
But all those games are about counting frames.
And I mean, it was quite cheap. It was really irritating because it was like $24.99, and a day later it was a tenner cheaper. A day freaking later. But yeah. And my last game, Arc System Works. Someone's been loving Arc System Works lately, hasn't you? Guilty Gear Xrd Revelation 2.
Or Rev 2.
Rev 2, yeah. I've still got yet to play Revelator.
The thing is, though, Revelator is now redundant.
Yeah.
Because this is basically Revelator and the add-on. The add-on.
Yeah.
So your copy of Revelator is now redundant. You need to buy Sign.
Yeah,
Sign's the first one.
And
that's the beginning of the story.
Enjoy the dub. Because that's the only one you get a dub for.
And that's basically the one that has, like, the beginning of the story. Revelator carries the story on, but that story is also in Rev 2. Yeah. So you don't need Revelator. Yeah.
It's just a great big bolt on with like more characters, more background, and they adds a bit more stuff.
There's more stuff to it.
Statutory.
There's a lot more stuff.
Statutory to the game.
There's a lot more stuff to it.
And the one thing you have to say about Zard,
they've got the DLC characters from Revelator in there as well. Yeah. Only 3, cool. So you get a lot more characters.
The one thing you have to say about it is it's so gorgeous. You see this up and running, it's so gorgeous. I think it's been superseded in graphics by the new Dragon Ball, because I didn't really enjoy the few games I got online, but learning new bum punch up in the air, higher.
It's that Marvel Capcom style.
Yeah.
And I like Marvel Capcom, but I'm still not overly. I'm not overly fond of the huge combos and the high level play of having to do it. Yeah. I can learn to do it, but I don't enjoy doing it. I don't enjoy it at all.
It's more of a chore, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't enjoy it. You know, you might whiff moves here and there, whatever, but that's not fun. I mean, fighting games need to remember that they're about fighting. When you fight someone, You don't start. No. You don't start going, and then they don't do anything while you do all this. No, they fight back. You know, you hit them, they hit you. You know, it's like it's not. And that's what Marvel, Capcom, and stuff have like forgotten, and it's become this whole thing. Killer Instinct thing. Killer Instinct is the worst one.
Yeah. The
worst culprit for it. For huge combos and juggles and all that sort of stuff. You know.
It's
I can see why people love some people love those games and stuff, but it's just if I was like another if I was in my 20s or something, I'd probably 20-year-old me would probably enjoy that. Yeah. But now being an old fart, I would much rather play BlazBlue or the older SNK games and stuff, and Capcom games.
Yeah. Yes, so. This is really, really good, and I will get round to playing this one day. I will get round to playing everything else. But yes, that's my January stuff. What did you get for Christmas, if you haven't told us yet? What have you been up to in January?
How skint are you all in January? And then sort of like, and what do you actually want to buy but can't buy?
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks, and take care.
Goodbye.